Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1 and welcome to Boots on the Ground. First thing I want to tell you is yesterday, March 22nd, was the International United Nations World Water Day. I know you all probably missed it, but I'm not really into the UN, but I'm into clean water. And in honor of this, we are going to give a 25% coupon on our Amazon store. So we'll put the link in there, 25% off. I think it's good for this weekend only. There is 5 straws in the pack and they're individually wrapped, so you could actually give them away to people that you know or family members. Let's get right into the important stuff. This is from Woodland Park, Colorado, close to Colorado Springs. We just had a big jump in food prices. We already are combining our food budget with 2 of our adult children to combat the cost. Now this week I saw multiple jumps of over $1 for items we buy on a regular basis. As an example, 5-ounce salmon fillet were $3.69 since last week. It was raised over $5 each. I was in shock. I checked the stores in Colorado Springs and they also raised the prices also. This person says, so glad I didn't put off projects and prepping. I was working on the firewood storage shed and broke my tibia. Now I'm down for a few months and I'm glad I've done what I have done. Would have been, never would imagine a freak accident like this happening. Talk about motivator to stay going. Now I'm buying spare crutches, walkers, etc. I used a cut down 2x6 board to get to the car. So yeah, if you know you have a task at your homestead, at your house, get it done now, just in case you do get hurt. Next person said, I know this seems a little goofy, but I look deeper into it as I do with most things. We had big changes to our trash service. The prior company sold out to who has the contract now. This company does things quite differently. The old company had people on the back of trucks who would throw the trash into the back of the trucks. The same was true for the recycling and yard waste. Now, since the contract was renewed with the new company, they gave out 95-gallon bins. And now a truck comes by and automatically grabs it, dumps it in. So they laid off a bunch of their workers because they really only need one to drive the truck. And this was sort of frustrating for this person because a lot of people are going to be out of work. And these were decent paying, unskilled jobs. This is from Northeast Tennessee. My husband turned 63 and he decided to apply for Social Security. He wants to enjoy the time that he has now. And he wants to spend time with me. I am fully retired. I am 67. We raise a small garden bed, not a lot, but better than nothing, doing the best we can with what we got. But to tell you the truth, we don't think we'll survive this mess. Also, we don't have a bug out place to go, so we're securing our house as best we can and giving thanks to Jesus Christ. So yes, do with whatever you got. Don't look at someone else and say, oh, I'm just going to give up. No, whatever you have, make it better. I just made a trip to Target, and there had been a significant price increase in just about everything I usually buy. The 12-pack of fruit cups that used to cost $6.49 went up to $7.89. Raisins that used to cost $1.89 is now $2.39. The store was pretty well stocked, but food prices everywhere are going up. And now for this important news from Russia. They have detained 11 people in connection with that terrorist attack on the concert hall. I think the death toll right now is sitting at 133. ISIS is being blamed. They're blaming it on Ukraine. Also, people are blaming it on the Russian special services. So only time will tell what happened. But it's going to be concerning, especially if Russia blames it on Ukraine. It could heighten the tensions there. You probably saw the article a few days ago about water treatment facilities that could be hacked. This person has a son that works for a water treatment facility. He states it would be harder to hack the smaller communities due to their equipment being older. Larger cities have newer systems that could be easier to hack, and that's very true. This person made this comment. I think it was a subscriber or a viewer here, but it says, DOD has over 800 military bases overseas. He basically said they really don't do nothing but stir the pot. It has biological weapons labs all over the world, including the U.S. Our military is heavily involved in surveilling and censoring U.S. citizens. They have 44, I didn't verify this, they have 44 four-star generals for a force of 1.2 million today, when there was only 7 four-star generals at the height of World War II for a force of 13.5 million soldiers and sailors. Each of these irrelevant, pompous fools needs a staff of hundreds, posh office buildings, and all kinds of other benefits, travel budgets. So he does have a point there. I didn't know it was that much out of whack. So now we have 44 four-star generals, when during the height of World War II, we only had 7. On March 20th, the United States Army published a directive, and it was basically utilizing Army retirees if they needed to recall them. Now, I don't know if this is just precautionary measure. In the past, for the Gulf Wars in the past, they did call up some retirees, but they have pushed this out and some new information on it. So are they planning on needing a bunch of retirees to fill slots because they cannot recruit soldiers and sailors and Marines anymore? This person said, I had my oil change this morning. I picked up this flyer. They actually sent a picture of the flyer. And basically it is buy now, pay later program at a discount oil change place. And they just went, is this really going to happen? At a discount oil, do people have to make multiple payments to get their oil changed? Also, Representative Thomas Massey had a rancher on with some reporters, and basically what was pushed into this new spending bill was $15 million to start electronically tracking all cattle in the United States. It was a good interview, and basically, if you want to control the food supply, you got to get everybody to register the cows, the cattle. This is going to definitely be harmful to the small operators, a huge increase, and basically, if you want to control things, you first have to say, no, just register your cows. I think I heard that with guns. Register your guns. And anytime there's a registration program, eventually there's a confiscation program. So $15 million of your tax money, gone. Also, Russia has put out information along with Europe and the U.S. And Russia, it looks like they're producing 3 times more artillery shells than the U.S. and Europe combined. This is staggering. All of Russia is beating by 3 times U.S. and Europe producing artillery shells. You've probably heard Joe Biden say that he wants to put that artificial port to deliver aid to Gaza. This is all good until you put all these American troops and sailors within very much harm's way. What's going to happen if we have some soldiers and sailors killed while they're delivering aid? They'll be sitting targets. So hopefully someone else will run this show, and U.S. service people will not be there. Hopefully a more neutral party will be there to distribute aid. You probably saw the video on Thursday, El Paso, Texas, where the migrants or the illegal immigrants overran the Border Patrol and got to the secondary fence. This is shameful, should not happen. But it really doesn't matter. They're opening the whole border everywhere for these influx of people. I also want to say my boots on the ground. These are pants, the pants I love to wear. They're very, very lightweight. They're cargo pants. You buy them at Walmart. They're used to be $18.38. $18.38. Now, I just ordered some more, and they jumped to $22.98. That is a 26% increase. 26% within just a few months from October 5th when I ordered them last. So do not believe the government statistics about inflation. They're a lot higher. I will put a link to our filters. We're actually giving 25% off this weekend. I think it's this weekend only. I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.